Hi, my name is Kayla Diederich, and this is my introduction video for East Grand Rapids Public Schools. I can start with a little bit of background about myself. I grew up in a really small town in Michigan called Armada, and I used to volunteer at a summer camp every summer, and that's where I really knew that I wanted to work with kids and pursue education. I went to Michigan State University for my undergraduate degree and got my bachelor's in special education. And then I did an internship year, so a full year, but half the year was in a general education co-taught classroom in fourth grade, so I had around 50 students, and then half the year was in a resource room with second and third graders. That unfortunately was cut a little bit short due to the pandemic. But after that, I was able to get a second grade teaching position in Okemos Public Schools, and I taught virtually for part of the year, and then hybrid for the other part, both concurrent and non-concurrent hybrid instruction. Now this year, we're fully in person, so in my 2 years with Okemos, I've really experienced a lot. I'm really interested in East Grand Rapids Public Schools because I'm looking to move to the area, and after doing a lot of research, it really seems like a district that's similar to the one I'm in now, and it seems like I could get a lot of benefit from the district, and also that I could benefit the district a lot and provide a lot. I think that my school and I match really well right now, and I think the same could be said for East Grand Rapids Public Schools. As for my favorite picture book, it's actually a new addition to my classroom this year, so it's called The Boy with Big, Big Feelings by Brittany Wynn Lee. So this is a picture book that I read to my second graders this year, and after reading it my first time, it quickly became one of my favorites. The reason that it is my favorite is because it really helps with that social emotional learning. So it helps explore the big emotions that students might experience, and I've really noticed this, especially after the pandemic, as well as maybe how to handle some of those emotions, what these emotions might look like. And I think it just really normalizes feeling those big feelings, and that it's okay to feel those big feelings, we just need to handle them. So I actually use this with my Calm Corner that I introduced this year, which is a place where students can go if they are having those big feelings, and there's different tools in that Calm Corner that can help them regulate those emotions before they return to learn. So I've really prioritized social emotional learning, and this book has really helped me do that. So aside from this picture book that I really enjoy, I do think that I'm the best person for this job. There's a couple reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is that I am applying for an elementary teaching position, even though I have a background in special education. I really think this background in special education helps me in my classroom, and it really helps me meet all of my students' diverse, both behavioral and academic needs. So it allows me to differentiate instruction, and it also gives me a different perspective on student behaviors, and I can really bring that different lens into the classroom. Also, I am actually pursuing my master's right now in multi-tiered systems of support, which really helps to bridge both my special and general education backgrounds, as it helps me take on like a multi-tiered framework and meeting students' needs at each of those tiers. Also, I'm a lifelong learner, so I recently went back to get my master's because I never think you can be done learning. So I have a love for learning and a passion for learning, and this is something I bring to my classroom and that I will bring to my students as well. So I think that's something that's really important. But I want to thank you for your time watching my introduction video. Again, my name is Kayla Diederich, and I really am looking forward to connecting in the future.